Come and get your BJ with Brandon and Jason. We got Justin Bishop. It's a United States station. Yeah, America. Yeah. 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 Oh. Nice fade out.
Nice. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of Your Morning BJ. I'm your host, Brandon Allen, along with my co-host,
Jason Latona.
And we have a very special guest for you guys tonight, none other than Justin Bishop.
The Bama Bull. Roll Tide.
Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with the name, you might recognize him from competing in WAL. That's how I know who he is, from seeing him on the WAL match with his checkered fedora.
The Roll Tide, and we'll get Justin. We'll get him tell the story.
I was like, "What's the deal with the fedora?" And then
Yeah.
you explained to me it has to do with the coach. So we'll let Justin explain that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know much about him, so I'm curious to learn and interested to see. I don't know what he has to say.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a big match coming up against Mendagas.
That's at East vs. West 5.
Yeah, East vs. West 5. So it's a big match. And
he's been inactive, no?
Yeah, I think. Well, he had some injuries on his right arm. Again, I'm we don't need him on the show. We'll just talk about him. Yeah. So okay, he wears this freaking that fedora. No, and yeah. So but yeah, he put up a video not too long. Or sorry, Artem was down there training with him. I don't know if you watched that video.
Yeah. I didn't see the video, but I remember Artem in one of his videos I was watching talking about.
Yeah. So but I mean, Justin's been around forever, man. Not forever, but he he like you said, I first learned of Justin Bishop as well from the WAL. He's got wins on kind of everybody. He's got wins on Giannis Samuels.
What weight class is he?
He goes anywhere between, I've seen him compete. I think if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to speak for him, but I think he was 176s in WALs. And I know when I saw him compete live in Hawthorne, he was pulling 205 against Paul Talbot. So I think he fluctuates.
How tall is he?
What Justin? I don't know, about 5'11", 6 foot maybe. I don't know. He's we gotta ask him.
Man,
yeah, I don't know. He's like this tall, but really good dude. I love Justin's belief system. I love that he's vocal about stuff. I think he shares a lot of same opinions.
Yeah, I think we align politically.
Yeah, a lot of things, politically, spiritually. So all those things, and yeah, he's a good dude. But yeah, so it's cool to have the Bama Bowl on here because Justin doesn't do much interviews. He's almost like a Chafee. He's a family man. I know.
Right, yeah, there's nothing. I did a little search. All I was finding was LA WAL match.
Yeah, I mean, he's a family guy. I think he owns his own construction business. So he's got those. I think that's how he always talks about his hand. Yeah. So
carrying wood will make your hand strong.
Yeah, and he's down in Alabama. He said he's down there doing it in the 100% humidity all day long. So yes, but good dude. I can't wait. But I was gonna say, news and arm wrestling. We had a kind of a big ball drop yesterday from our buddy Monster Michael Todd.
Yeah, I knew about that before everyone did, and it was like one of those things I wanted. Obviously, what am I going to say? I can't talk about it. But if I was pretty bummed for Michael, I knew
you should have done it for views before Michael.
I was thinking about going on an arm bet and just putting all my money on Brick.
That would have been better. Yeah, that would have been better.
Yeah, no. So
send those super chats, and you can get in.
Yeah, guys, join and become a member of this channel. And right now, while you're here, be sure to hit that like button.
Yeah. And we're both wearing. Well, he's wearing a shirt that I made that you can't buy, and I'm wearing a shirt that you can buy. So head over to Good Polos and use your code YourMorningBJ15 and save 15% of your order. And there's another guy another big company that sponsors us, big major company, not Pepsi, not Coke, not Google.
Is it Comcast?
Not Comcast. Filthypower.
Oh, Filthypower.
That's it.
Yeah. Head over to Filthypowerindustries.com. Use code YourMorningBJ15. We got t-shirts, tank tops, hats, lots of snapbacks. Soon to come some beanies and hoodies and maybe windbreakers. And we also have several training templates on there that are affordable for you guys if you want to be able to plug your own numbers and do the kind of training that I do. Yeah.
And speaking of beanies, I was going to say too, I just got a rendering or made our first Only Forearms beanies. So we're going to drop some winter merch, hoodies, crew necks, and beanies from any of our
cock
designs.
Warmers?
Definitely cock warmers. Yeah. I thought I was gonna say you said cock warmers.
Yeah,
right?
but we're gonna order them from China though, so that they make sense.
So they fit us. Right? Yeah. We order the African cock warmers, and they fit. They use them for arm sleeves.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
they're good for arm wrestling.
Hello, there they are.
Good for arm wrestling.
We can 100%. We can, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What else?
On our wieners, it would have to be the ones.
The Asian ones, yeah. Shut up. Whoa. That's what happens if you make fun of Asians. They'll get you. They'll get you.
One way or another.
Yeah. That was a car accident right there. But what I was gonna say. So yeah, you said you knew about Michael Todd's video, Michael Todd show.
Yeah, Michael Todd. So we're you know, obviously I do help Michael Todd with his general strength training, not his arm wrestling work. It's funny when people, if Michael does bad, they're like, oh, look at Michael Todd sucks doing Brandon's training. And I'm like,
Yeah,
no, he's doing my general strength training, which numbers are all excelling by a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, his arm wrestling movements and stuff he does on his own.
He did your arm wrestling training, those match against Devin. When he lost. And then, so
he did my template.
Yeah, he did your template.
And then he switched to my general strength
then
training.
he's like, that's better. So yeah, he's a bench presser now. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, he's getting strong in all of them. But you know, unfortunately, that bicep partial tear. And then it's one of those things like where if he was just so much stronger than the other guy, it wouldn't really matter. But that I don't know. That's the case with Prunick, to where it's not something you want to go into when you have a partial tear. And you know, if you're tentative about anything in your arm, not worth flying all the way out there.
Absolutely. And but and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the John Brzenk match has also been canceled.
Yeah,
correct?
the German.
It doesn't look like
so Michael said that John actually was thinking about canceling himself.
Yeah.
So I don't think even if Michael decided he wanted to do it, I think
it's probably like a breath of sigh of relief for both of them. Yeah.
I knew that was so far out when they were planning the match, but hey, you know, you gotta...
Well, and since we and then again, since last week, I believe we had who was our guest last week? I don't remember. I don't remember what day it is. Like who was our guest last week? Oh, John Brzenk. Duh.
Some
arm wrestler. No, I literally couldn't remember if it was Dave Chafee or John Brzenk. We were talking about, the wife is home or we're getting robbed.
Oh, the lights set off the Ring doorbell. Charger enough.
This is a live show, ladies and gentlemen. And but anyway, since we were on the show last week, we had huge news dropped literally we do our show Tuesday night. That's what time it is here in Vegas. And Wednesday morning, they dropped a huge bomb, and Jerry Cataract is no longer pulling Hermes Gasparini and has been replaced by, again, our recent guest, our friend Dave Chafee.
That's awesome. I'm excited. I really wanted to see Jerry and Hermes.
Me too.
The next best thing would be Dave Chafee versus Hermes.
Yeah, I'm really pumped.
Or Devin.
Yeah, or Devin.
But Devin versus Prunick, I like a lot.
Me too.
I think Devin wins that match.
So I don't know. What's interesting, I guess, you know, Devin said he wants 48 hours. He has a prior commitment.
And so seeing if he can cancel it without hurting anything. I'm sure it has to do with the documentary or something like that.
Sure.
So it's one of those things that he's been working on for over a year. He's not just because someone got hurt. He's not going to just change his plans to satisfy us.
Sure.
You know, he's got to take care of himself.
That's pretty selfish of him.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's all about us.
Yeah. But yeah, it's funny because Ryan Bowen made a video and I like Ryan's take on it. But it's interesting because he was like, you know, Devin has this and that. I think personally, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, you know, I love Devin, but I think it's the best time to take a match with Prunick because if you lose, you have, and I don't say
I only have 3 weeks notice.
You got a built-in excuse. And if you win, it's even more awesome, you know? So I don't know. Well, I hope he takes the match again completely for selfish reasons. If he doesn't, Devin's a friend and I totally understand. So
I think Devin wins that match.
Yeah. I don't know.
Prunick's a monster. I'm not underestimating.
Yeah. I think it would be I think if Devin and Prunick pull, in my opinion, I think it would look like what everyone hoped Devin and Levon would have looked like, where it's a pin and then it's a pin, but a little bit slower, and then Devin comes back. I think if Devin wins that match, I think he wins something like a fourth.
I don't know, man. You saw a training video of him and Prunick?
I did. Yeah.
Devin was just holding him center table, dude.
I know, but those Ukrainian dudes are pretty sneaky. You never know. I never.
Yeah, I know you never know.
I just never take the practice and
we don't trust you.
Yeah, that's true too. We love everyone, but no, I don't know. You know, it's practice. You don't know the content. Prunick could have just done a 1-rep max. Devin's obviously arm wrestling all of planet Earth, so you never know. And
I pulled Devin recently, and it feels way different than last time I pulled him.
John Brzenk himself said that last week on the show.
He held John Brzenk center table. I watched it happen with my own eyes.
And it's not like he's rested. He's been on. Like you said, his video was funny where Devin says, I literally have arm wrestled more than any human being in the history of holding hands. And he's probably telling the truth. So I would imagine he's in awesome shape as far as I think he would take a little taper down.
I wish I could do that. Oh, if he's taking this match, he's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's done until the match.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
and in fact, I know Devin would have rather been done 5 to 6 weeks out.
Probably
maybe even longer.
Yeah. He likes he likes feeling healthy. And I think that's a good thing.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Like I understand the Todd Hutchins approach. Central nervous system adaptation. I get it. I think there's a medium between Devin and Todd Hutchins.
I think so too. Yeah, I
could-
think so too. Again, I think for Todd, in my opinion, again, who's on with the, correct Todd Hodges, but I think two things. I think,
Correct him.
no, I think two things. It's just kind of how Bob Brownlee would talk about John Brzenk. Imagine if John Brzenk is that strong doing just table time. How much more strong, how much better he could have potentially been if he would have been a gym dude on top of that.
Did I ever tell you John Brzezink's reason why he doesn't exercise? Or doesn't work
I
out?
forget you told me, yeah.
I was at his house and we're talking about it, and he's like, yeah, he goes, when I was younger, in like my 20s, he goes, I started training real hard in the gym and I got stronger than shit, but I didn't get really stronger on the table. So that's my reason for never training. I was like, oh, so, yeah. So you had like a bad year and you decided your whole life you're never.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you
That's
probably,
pretty funny.
again, yeah. But with Todd, I think he's got his routine down so much, and it's kind of, I think it's more of a mental thing where if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think maybe him hitting a 1 rep max, 3 on a Wednesday, and he's competing Saturday, I think it just gives him a mental edge, where he's
Mental
like,
edge for sure.
yeah. But I think
I don't think it physically benefits him.
I don't think so at all either. I can't see how it could.
Yeah, if he did that like 14 days out, then I'd be okay. You can recover in 14 days.
I agree with that too.
But 5 days out, no,
3,
yeah,
like 3. Usually, he said he'll do a 1 rep max on Wednesday and pull that Saturday.
right. And then like it's like the thing like when me and Eric Spoda were talking about like bench pressing and stuff like that, I'm like, oh well, I bench press almost 600 pounds this way. Well, yeah, sure. You just because that's a massive number doesn't mean that you couldn't have done more if you improved technique.
Yeah.
Or had a better approach to the competition, which could be the case for Todd Hutchins. It may not be the case.
Yeah. Well, even you yourself, you told me that your deadlift form was like shitty, right? And you were like smashing numbers, like record numbers.
Right.
Like you weren't the great form wise.
A horrible deadlifter form wise.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I fixed my form, I put on 87 pounds on my deadlift in
Right.
6 months. I
But
didn't
you-
get 87 pounds stronger.
Sure.
Just my technique got so much better.
But I'm saying you already were putting up massive
Yeah, I
numbers.
was pulling 800.
Yeah. So I'm just saying,
horribly.
yeah.
Right. And then I went to 887 in 6 months.
Yeah, that's great. And which is, it's like mind boggling because it's not like
Yeah,
going
it's not going from
from
like
300 to 380.
Right.
Yeah. It's
right.
mind boggling.
You're already at the peak where like 5 pounds is a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, technique is, or better approach to things is a smart way of improving yourself without actual strength gains.
Sure. No, I think so too. But again, congrats to you. If Miranda and I were talking about it, I said,
Oh, your sister's in the chat.
oh, my sister, sick.
Hey, Amanda.
Hi there. But we were talking about, again, with Brandon's templates, I'm just giving my friend a shameless plug, that he put up before and after, and I sent him a DM. I said, dude, he looked like a dude who ate hot dogs to a dude who I'd eat that hot dog.
I was laughing.
But it's just awesome, man, to see like the difference. I mean, even since I know you, I didn't know you in that era of your life.
But you still knew me when I was Juice Daddy.
Well, I was going to say a fat guy, but yeah. I knew he was a fat guy. But no, it's pretty awesome to see your transformation and everything like that. I'm proud of you.
It's crazy how like strong I still feel.
Yeah.
It's like, when you've been abusing PEDs for 10 years, in your head, you're like, well, there's no way I can do anything without them. You know what I mean?
Are you speaking in the gym or arm wrestling specifically?
I'm sorry, in the gym.
Okay.
Right. I don't have 10 years of arm wrestling experience.
Okay.
I have 2 years, or a little over 2 years.
6 months. What are you talking about? 2,
6, 7 days.
Same, a week longer than Mega Mike,
How long
right?
has he been doing it?
How long is Mega Mike? He's been pulling 6 months.
Yeah, I love when Mega Mike says that. No, I've barely been pulling before you. Mega Mike, when I met you, I was arm wrestling for a month. And you had told me all these tournaments you had already done and smashed everyone.
Well, again, I have my first photo with Mike, and it came up as a Facebook memory 5 years ago. So I'm like, Mike, come on, man, I have Facebook proof.
So, Mike, are you coming out this weekend? Or are you going to be a scared little bitch?
I think he might be. Yeah,
I think that they can't come because it's a minor's homecoming or a prom or something like that.
that's gay.
So gay.
Yeah, that's really gay.
Yeah, he's going with a dude.
Yeah, that's just really weird. Yeah,
He's going with like father son.
That's not too bad then. That's not so gay.
No, it's kinda hot,
But anyway, like I said, I think it's awesome, man, to see what you do or what you've done with your body and all that stuff. But sorry, you're saying you feel still strong. So sorry.
Yeah, I still feel strong. Like not in the gym, obviously numbers have taken a hit, but on arm wrestling movements, not really.
Yeah.
And then everyone I pull on the table says I feel good. I don't feel much different.
They're not arm wrestling you. They're just like, oh, you feel good. You feel really silky.
Yeah. So again, there's something to be said about it. We saw a video of Larry Wheels recently.
Yeah.
He's just on TRT. I'm off completely, but he's on TRT. And he looks, you saw what he was doing to Sam Burnett. I know he's a lot bigger than Sam Burnett went on.
I didn't watch that video. No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, dude, just ragdolling him.
Yeah.
Like flash pinning him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like, I think Sam Burnett's a cool dude. I like him. I like watching the stuff he does, but
I think he's gay.
I know you want to match with him.
Yeah, no, I like Sam
I think
too,
that
yeah.
might be a little bit of a mismatch. I
What,
could be wrong.
What, me and Sam?
Yeah, I think you'd smash.
Yeah, I'm smashing him. He got little girl hands.
You
Big ass
hear
hands.
that, Sam?
Yeah, Sam, if you're
Get
watching,
your ass out here to Vegas, bro.
Yeah, get your. Well, hey, well, you know what? I kind of hit into this, but I guess I put it out there. I'm talking with Tim Talmadge, and he's trying to put together with Arms for Western Payment, and trying to put together a team to take on the Team USA team to take on in the respective weight class, like an 85 guy, a 65, whatever.
Oh, cool.
And I'm trying to get that match. Yeah, so to be part of go over to Australia. Who knows? I mean, there may be guys that are way
drag this giant pillow blanket all the way out here.
Thank you, Charger. I appreciate you so much. You can't tell there's dogs literally all around us right now. And Jenny Allen's right there. But yeah, I have nothing but love for all those guys down there. The Burnett brothers, Lachlan. So don't take this out. I fucking love you guys. But I got to talk a little.
So did you see that on PEP, Performance Enhancing Pancakes? That video he made of me, and then of me pulling John.
No, I don't think so.
He's just minute clip like he always does.
Okay.
And he was saying how he wants to see me versus Lachlan Adair, and a lot of people were commenting they want to see that. I was like, I think Lachlan Adair is this level above me.
I think Lachlan would smash you.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I said I would take the match for sure.
Yeah.
So you offer me a match with Lachlan Adair, I 100% would take the match.
Yeah. If you offer me a match with Lachlan, I'd go to fly somewhere to have a vacation.
I wouldn't put money on me though.
Okay, I wouldn't. I like
wouldn't
who bought all
this?
Who bought all the what are they called? The blocks for Lachlan and Sarah and I. Oh, here we go. Justin Bishop's in the house.
He's coming.
Yeah, he's coming. I think he's out in the woods right now, probably.
Oh, that's probably why the delay.
I literally wouldn't doubt if Justin comes on and he's in night vision because he's out right now hunting. Right, that's how manly Justin is.
He seems fucking manly. We hear him, we can't see him.
I told you he's in night vision.
There he is.
There
he is in the dark. He's in the fucking woods.
He's in the woods right now, camping.
What's going on, Justin?
Yeah. What's up, brother? Can y'all hear me?
We hear you. We hear you perfect.
He's a little hot.
Yeah, he's loud, but we hear you good.
All right.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to give you the applause. There's a lot of ladies here in the you can't see them, but they're around behind the camera.
Oh, okay.
Ladies, and the gentlemen that also do like Justin, the Bama Bull, Justin Bishop.
Yeah. I'm trying to get situated, man. I was gonna do it on my porch, but when I did a little trial and error, all you could hear was crickets. So
that honestly, with the way
cool.
we hyped you up with your southern roots and everything and your manliness, that would have been perfect.
Oh, okay. So
to be honest, like I said, I thought you'd come on and you'd be in a tent, night vision with like your scopes on like a big buck or something like that. That's what I thought, or whatever else you guys hunt down there in Alabama.
Yeah, mostly deer.
It is.
a few other things.
Yeah. We'll talk about that on the after show.
Yeah. So
it's deer season. So
okay.
All right. Hey, so Justin, I'm like I was talking about earlier. The only little bit I know of you is seeing your matches in WAL. Obviously, super impressed and things like that. So I was excited to be able to interview and talk to you a little bit tonight. But for those people that don't know, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? What got you into arm wrestling? Where you grew up? Things like that.
Well, born and raised in Alexander City, Alabama. And now, I mean, I really never did any arm wrestling up until about 21, where I competed in Mobile in 2011. And I just kind of got talked into that. That's kind of the short version of it. But went in there, done really well, and just kind of been doing it ever since. I was always drawn to sports where it was just you and the sport. You know what I mean? I wasn't really a team guy. So
you did the WAL tournaments and you had super matches, I believe, as well, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so Justin, that was, I was living over, my wife and I were living in Singapore when we saw you the first time. And, you know, I thought for me, watching you, not only did I think you were, I loved your approach, man. I love the all-American kind of dude. I love the intensity. You come out that Bama Bull look.
God-fearing man.
Yeah. And okay. That's another thing.
Brother in Christ.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what I got to know about you afterwards. But again, my initial thing was, you know, I thought you really embraced, like you had a character. coming into WAL, and not that you were being, like you were making something up, but it looked, genuine. And I think a lot of people responded to that. You come out with the Roll Tide fedora, the Bama Bull eyes,
Tell us a little bit about the fedora, brother.
Yeah. We want to know about that too.
Yeah. So my wife bought it for me for football season. I think, I don't know, a year into arm wrestling. And anyway, I can't remember where we were going, but when we first started, we drove everywhere. Me, Dad, my brother. We were driving to some tournament, and they were betting me I wouldn't arm wrestle with it on. So, I kind of just wore it and done well, and it kind of stuck. So I was, I'm really passionate about college football, Alabama football in particular. So, we always got something with the tide on it,
Yep.
So,
and it's the coach from Alabama. He's like, it's like a thing was famous. I don't really know too much about the history of that, but that's what it is, right?
Yeah, it's Bear Bryant's.
Okay.
Used to wear it all the time, and I got a Nick Saban one too, but they won't let me arm wrestle in it.
Oh, gotcha.
Right on. We got Derek Smith in the chat. He's giving praise to Justin, saying that Justin has a super heavyweight wrist on a sub 200 frame. Crazy strong. That's from Derek Smith, by the way.
Who?
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Monster.
So we were talking about you, Justin. So what weight did you compete in the WAL? At 76, or what weight were you then? What weight are you now? What's what? Tell us about that.
So I've always pulled around anywhere from 65 to 205.
Mm-hmm.
Normally I never weigh above about 190 ish. It takes a lot of effort to get above 190.
Sure.
But I was walking around above that a couple months ago though with no training. So, getting on in my later years, I get fat and I don't get just, back to normal kind of thing or whatever. But I pulled at lightweight for WAL the first couple years. And I mean, the first couple tournaments I pulled 54 because like I said, I never worked out. When I started arm wrestling is actually when I started training, like lifting weights and stuff. So I was probably walking around like 160 ish. And after about 2 years, 54 was just too much to cut because I was walking around then about 75 ish.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's 165 is tough.
Yeah, 155 is really tough. 6 foot. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, and I got pretty good at cutting the weight too. I mean, I'm still decent at it. I haven't cut any weight, which kind of sucks because I got to cut some weight for this next match. But the last couple of years, I've been pulling up in middleweight. Most of those are 195, 205. So, like right before I started pulling for WAL in 2014, I was pulling middleweight for UAL at 185, which is like where I like it. I can make 76. If I had to pick like a class that I'm at my highest level, it's probably 176.
So what are you competing at East versus West 5? What weight?
180.
And what are you weighing right now?
About 190.
Okay, so that's easy. That's water. That's not a big deal. Oh, we got a $5 super chat from Derek Smith. Says, so is Brandon the lightest guy on the show yet? Actually, yes. I just got lighter than Sarah, so I'm officially the lightest guy on the show.
Yeah, I'm heavy right now. Justin, I was going to ask you. So you, I correct me if I'm wrong. I know you were off for a minute with your right hand.
Disappeared.
There's some lights in there.
That's what happens. Actually, we live in Alabama. They don't even think it's curfew. they're like
lights out.
Lights out, everybody. Yeah, go to bed.
Oh, I forgot my freaking keys.
You locked yourself in the car?
No, I left them in the house.
You open the door and shit. Turn the lights back on.
Yeah, they don't have the crickets.
You would think.
Yeah. Oh, it's not doing it. Oh,
all right. There we go.
There we go.
So, Justin, what did you have an injury on your right arm? I know. I think when I met you in Hawthorne, I think you only competed left-handed. Is that correct? Your match with Paul Talbot was left-handed or right-handed?
Yeah. No, it was left-handed.
All right, that's what I thought. And then, so your match with Mendagas is right-handed. What happened? Like, did you have an injury? Like, I know you had some time off. Tell us about that.
I mean, my right elbow hasn't been what it used to be in say 2014, 2015, since I don't know, around 18. I can't train. I couldn't train with it like I wanted to. Sometimes I could get on the table, it wouldn't bother me, but almost every time I trained heavy, it bothered me. So I would do, like for example, when I pulled RVJ, I did almost no table time, which I was focused on getting strong, like physically. I was the biggest I've ever been, so I did a lot of gym training for that. But I don't know. It just got to where I didn't want to train because it hurt, and I took some time off, and I think it helped. I mean, I've been to a doctor since. Egan contacted me a couple months ago about one of the East versus West, and I pretty much just told him no. I didn't want to do it right now. I got a bunch of stuff going on, and I should have just quit watching them because I probably would have still said no. But anyway, I called the guys up. I'm like, hey, let's do a little practice. Let me see what my arm feels like. It felt pretty good, above, it felt above 70%, which is pretty good, I think. So I'm like, I asked him who he's talking about, what the offer is overall. I couldn't really turn it down. I've never been to Turkey. I like the international competition.
I'm sure you've killed plenty of turkeys.
Right. According to Luckland, you're not gonna like it too much.
Well, yeah, he's not gonna like turkey, but I'm sure he's killed plenty of turkeys out there in Alabama, like shooting them and stuff. So
we slay a couple birds every now and then.
There you go.
It ain't my forte. I like deer hunting and bass fishing.
There we go.
Yeah, hell yeah.
As you would, as you're supposed to. Yeah, so my wife said that's what she grew up doing. So Justin, what is your training like? How's your training? Because Brandon and I think one time, one thing that stuck out for me in my mind when you said you were interviewed, I believe it was after the Mike Celieris match. And you had a super dominant performance over Mike in WAL, and Mike's I know Mike for years. And I think you said, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you said like you had like 21 days off or something like that before that match. It was like the longest you ever rested. And like, do you contribute the rest? Like, so that's what we're trying to figure out with you. We ask all the guys that come on our show, like, because everyone has, it seems like a different protocol of, their training, their resting, their last hard table practice. What's your methodology over the years, and what have you found that you think is your best?
I used to, for a larger majority of my arm wrestling career, I used to just take 2 weeks off my last practice, at least 14 days. And I'd usually take 5 to 7 days out of the gym. I can't do table time that close to a competition anymore. I'm way too sore. Like I usually try to take at least a month. Like that Artem coming over a week and a half ago or whatever that was, that was be my last practice. I'll get the guys together Thursday, a couple of guys, and we'll do some setups and some small movements this way, nothing sideways, and just to kind of, I like to be very prepared as far as setup, and I like to have a plan for everything.
And you're 3 weeks out, right? So what are you doing now for your match? Are you is it rest time? You're still doing gym time, but you're not on the table?
I'll work out probably. I might work out that Monday.
Before the Saturday.
Okay. I mean, because I like to get blood flow. I like to move. I can't take I think Michael Todd takes off like 10 days. I don't think I can do that. Like I need to be doing something. I know what's going to make me sore and what's not. You know what I mean? Like I did some pretty heavy curls yesterday, some static holds that got me a little more sore in my bicep tendon area. So, I probably won't do anything else like that. Because I think, honestly, it all depends on who I'm pulling, what I feel like I need to do. I think my endurance is one of the important things in this match. I don't think it's necessarily my overall strength. Not saying I don't need to be strong, but I feel plenty strong enough right now.
5 rounds is a lot.
So
It's 5 rounds, right?
Do
You
I?
said it's less.
I believe so, right?
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
five, yeah.
So in
Well,
the gym, sorry.
I was just gonna say, I mean, I think endurance for this particular match was a big thing for it, and I've been feeling pretty good on the table as far as endurance goes. So I've been happy with my training overall.
So in the gym, what is it that you're doing? Like, are you doing just general strength training, like powerlifting training? Or are you doing like more bodybuilding? Or are you doing arm wrestling specific movements?
Well, it was hard for this one really, but I've been training, almost 3 months. So the first couple of weeks was just getting back into shape and seeing how helps I could get my elbow. But I like to do heavy lifts, but it's mostly arm wrestling stuff. I wouldn't say Todd Hutchins' whole program, but stuff similar to that. I like to do a lot of holds. Yeah, that whole system. I like it because I can see numbers go up, even though it's painful as hell. Like I don't know how he does it in practice, and is on the table as much as he is, or maybe he's not anymore. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I had to practice like once a month, and it was. I mean, I could muscle through it. Man, I didn't want to go to the gym.
Right. Yeah. I was going to say how often do you usually, or at this point, or even before, like how often would you do table practice, and how often do you do it now?
I haven't done it a lot lately because I'm scared of what I don't know. I know from a doctor standpoint, it's fine. It's tons of arthritis. And I think he said some edema on the lower part of my bone. Anyway, so I know structurally it's there, but those small stuff that creep up in the back of your mind. I felt this the other day. Maybe I don't feel that this, on competition day, or the day before, or a lot of this stuff's mental for me.
Yeah.
If I go in there.
You're on the airplane on your way to Turkey, you're going to be thinking like, oh my God, my arm's broken. There's no way I can do this.
You were saying, I think, on your big
when
match,
I was on my way to Dubai, same thing. I was like, what am I
hand.
doing? I'm like, I'm not even ready to arm wrestle. My arm hurts so bad.
Yeah.
And it was all just in my head.
Yeah. And it was Jenny leaning on your elbow.
Yeah. Jenny's strong as shit though.
Yeah. Justin, I like to ask this question to guys that have been in the sport for a minute, and you've been in the sport for a minute. What advice would Justin Bishop give to younger Justin Bishop? Like this version of you met yourself when you first got into the sport. Well, what would you tell yourself, like, as far as your training? You did this too much. You didn't do this enough. Like, what advice would Justin Bishop give to Justin Bishop? You know what I'm saying?
It's tough. Cause I used to would say, don't take as many matches, don't after pull as much, just stuff that was unnecessary. But I don't know. Probably just don't arm wrestle as much, to be honest. But then again, would you have the experience that you have now? I would say train straps more, because it took me a couple of years before I figured out, this is where you need to be good. Because when I first started, I'll just take the hand and pin them basically. And then when there was a handful of guys that I couldn't stand the strap, because you're just running. Ultimately, that's what you're doing. You're just running. Let me get away from here. My hand's not strong enough. But when you figure out the strap, it's a different approach. But that'd probably be the main thing. That and work. Oh, it went again.
No, it's interesting what Justin just said while he's in the dark. But that it's, we've asked that question to many people, and I think everyone said the same answer. Don't arm wrestle so much. Yeah. Everyone says the same answer.
Same thing that I would tell my younger me for powerlifting when I was, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
You're going to get there. Just take your time. There's no rush.
Yeah. But like he said, it's the catch-22 of like, did all that arm wrestling give you that experience, you know? And, you know, it's interesting.
Justin, I'm curious to hear, what do you think about the direction of the sport and where it's going, being more entertainment style WWE, for lack of a better reference?
Not that I'm showing off my shirt.
What do you think? How do you think it's going? Do you like the rule changes that have kind of been implemented and things like that, or?
I don't know. I've arm wrestled under so many rules that I've found that the same handful of guys win anyway. So, you know, whatever can make it shorter without losing, you know, the integrity of the sport, you know, so to speak. So I never mind automatic ref grip. Just go straight to it, you know, kind of wall style strap. I never, you know, I like that rule. Because I'm a fan and a competitor, and as a fan, I hate to see a 10-minute setup.
Yep, same. We talked about that at nauseum. Me and Jason went to a WAL or a PAL tournament here in Vegas, and we're invested in the matches, and we couldn't even pay attention. It was so boring.
Yeah, we were also wasted.
That's true. We're all pretty drunk.
Yeah, but no, but it's one of those things. It's like you almost get called to me, I think you're, like you said, I would think Justin Bishop's a fan of arm wrestling, a purist. And, you know, to hear you say something,
I wouldn't say purist because he's happy with the rule changes and where things are going, which I agree with.
Well, I'm saying, I think arm wrestling's in his blood, you know, that's what I mean by that. Sorry. You know, but
purist would mean like the way that the, you know, Europeans kind of approach it.
Right.
You know, rigid rules.
Right.
I think all rules should be rigid, just enforced properly. But you know, whatever the rules are, they need to be enforced.
But like you said, I think
equally.
Exactly. That's the other one too. But it's hard to show somebody, hey, this is the sport that I do, and people are doing this for, like you said, 5 minutes, and then a slip, and then there's the straps another 10 minutes, and it's by the time it's really hard to get someone.
We arm wrestle and we can't watch it. So how's the normal guy going to be invested in that? And if people want the sport to grow, you need normal people to be involved.
Yeah.
This is what I really love. A little off topic, what Michael Todd is doing. Michael Todd is doing so much for the sport and this kind of stuff. He went to a construction like equipment expo this weekend or last weekend. Did can you beat the champ for like $100? Mm-hmm. Just imagine how many people had no idea what arm wrestling was. They got to see that.
Yeah. No, I think all that stuff is really great. You know, for sure. Again, I'm all about promoting the sport and, you know, teaching people. I like to do like little live videos and stuff like that. And just trying to educate and get as many people because I feel like if you're a fan of strength or being strong, you'll end up liking arm wrestling, whether that strength comes from being a mechanic, a construction worker, a gym, gay for pay. Whatever it comes down to. We say a lot of gay references, Justin. Sorry about that. We're confident dudes. This is because we don't have no deer to shoot, so we just fucking shoot
loads at each other.
Boom. There it is. But then we go to church on Sunday, so it's okay. But no, it's one of those things where I think if you're a fan of being strong, like I said, whether that whatever, I think you end up kind of falling in love with arm wrestling because it's a test of strength. It's a thing like that.
Yeah. Justin. So there's not a ton of, stuff on you online. I know you're not bigly active on social. Is this something that you just kind of avoid, or you don't really care for it or anything like that? Or what's the deal with the lack of social media presence?
I don't know. I got 3 kids in a business.
That's what I said. Yeah.
3 kids will definitely lack of.
They actually all have the flu right now too. So.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, they're doing all right though. But no, I had a Instagram that was doing all right. It was probably my least favorite, like as far as getting on it. I don't know. I had 4,000 or 5,000, whatever you call them on there. Yeah. And it got hacked a couple months back, so I just never started another one. Never had a social.
Yeah, that wasn't your OnlyFans page that you invited me to.
I was going to say you weren't selling me Bitcoin, man.
I want my $13.
Damn it! Yeah,
right?
I was trying to buy Bitcoin because Justin Bishop said he made money off it. Man,
all right.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I never did social media until I started arm wrestling. Anyway, that was basically the only reason I got one to begin with.
Right.
But my TikTok was doing all right, but it didn't have anything to do with arm wrestling. So
We don't fuck with that Chinese shit.
Yeah, we don't play with that. Yeah.
right.
We thought for a moment, me and Brandon, I would have bet money that you're way more manly than Brandon and I, but you got TikTok, so I think we win.
That puts him down a few points.
Yeah, he may be out in the car with no electricity killing deers, but at least we aren't on TikTok.
At least we're not on TikTok.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's okay. That's just real gay. But yeah, Justin. But like I said, man, Brandon and I were talking about before you got on the show, because he was like, I don't know much about the guy. I was like, hey, from what I know about Justin, he's a straight shooter. Literally, like you actually just shoot at things straight. But you're a straight shooting guy, family man, you got your own business. You're kind of low key as far as your personal life and stuff like that. Like I said, Brandon, we're both big fans of your what is it? What is it you do? What is your business and what's your occupation?
I'm a contractor.
Oh,
mostly custom trim and all kind of custom crap off online. Ladies come up, hey, can you build this? We can build it.
So finishing work.
Are you still looking for employees? The last time I saw you, you were talking to you. You're like looking for people to work for you.
No, I kind of just said screw it. And
what people don't know about contracting is that finishing work is by far like the most important.
Really?
Anyone can build a house, anyone can put up drywall, but who can make it look nice is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's awesome that you do that, man. I hope you do well. I don't know what the housing market is like in Alabama, but
do people have houses there?
Do they? I don't know.
Justin built them all. Justin built them all.
Right.
It's a swamp, I thought. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I just thought it's just super hot. Everyone's just really sweaty.
Yeah.
I've been through Alabama once. I've been to. Let's see. I did
I've seen those trees.
Yeah, Dothan, Alabama. How far are you from there? I did a show out there.
A couple hours.
Oh, okay, it's that far. Yeah, you're in. What part are you in?
More central. I'm about 2 hours from Atlanta.
Oh, so, okay. Well,
I'm like, if you look at the state and you said there's the heart right there. That's it. That's what county I'm in.
So just put your finger right in the butthole.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Hey, Justin, after do you have any plans after whether things go good, if things go not the way you wanted to? What's next for you? I know not that you're trying to look ahead. Mondogas is a really formidable opponent. I can't wait to see that match. I can't wait to see how you guys match up with each other. But is there a Justin Bishop wins this match? Is there a next thing for him? Like what's your plans as far as in our sport?
I don't have anything on the docket right this second. A couple things I turned down the last year and a half or so. I may or may not see if those are still available. I would love to keep pulling Europeans, pending if I win. And I win in the fashion that I think I can win in, I think it'll be my next competition will probably be East versus West again. I don't know which one, but one of the things that kind of other than my arm made me want to take a break was that I had competed in a lot of almost everywhere in America, and COVID wouldn't allow anybody to travel. I was supposed to go to England and pull Bozadar last year, and then that got screwed up by COVID, so I just went and pulled Bill in Texas. And so I don't know. I don't like to sound like that, but I need something exciting. You know what I mean?
No, of course.
Yep.
I've competed at Alabama State 11 times. You know what I mean? So, I want something a little bigger, and nothing's really out there right now other than East versus West. And but this match got me excited. That Bozadar match had me excited, man. I was doing 2 days.
Yeah, Bozadar's he's impressive.
So, Justin, on the card you're going to be on out there, is there any matches that excite you that you're, stoked you're going to have, firsthand views of?
Bro, I had it wrote down, actually. I was going to look at a couple of them, but most of them are getting canceled from what I see. Wasn't y'all just talking about a match that just got canceled?
Michael Todd versus Prunick got canceled, and then Michael Todd versus John Brzezinski got canceled, and then Jerry Cataract versus Hermes Gasparini got canceled.
At least that matches though. Dave Chafee now is
right,
pulling
so,
Hermes.
yeah, James Chafee stepped in. That's got to be pretty exciting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hermes is he's been my favorite for a long time, man. Just piece of crap. But him and Prudnick, you know, they've probably been two of my favorites for the last 5-6 years, even though they've gained 70 pounds.
Pasta.
Natty, bro.
Yeah, they're Hermes.
Yeah, complete natty. But you know, I think Hermes, it'll be my first time meeting Hermes. He's one of the few that I haven't met.
He's huge in person.
Yeah, I bet. He looks
small because he pulls so many giants, but I met him in Dubai, and I think he's even bigger now than when I met him. And when we got off the elevator and I saw him, I'm like, what the hell? Because I had only seen older videos of Hermes when he was kind of like sucked up, and I saw him in person. I was like, oh my god!
But he's pretty proportioned like John is. Where John's way bigger.
Exactly, exactly. Great analogy.
Yeah.
Zink doesn't look big or intimidating at all until you meet him in person. You're like, oh wow, he's a large.
Because everything about him is like kind of his head's big, his arms and hands are big, everything's big.
Huge, right?
So I would imagine after
Wiener's probably big.
I hope, yeah. I hope so. Yeah. That was another gay reference.
What do you think, Justin?
What do you think about John's wiener? Sorry.
You know,
imagine Hermes is great. He's Italian.
I don't know if you can be that blessed in that many areas.
Yeah,
that would be fair to the rest of us.
John Brzezinski's probably got the smallest cock in the world. Yeah, everything else about him is awesome. Yeah.
Either way, I want to see it.
Yeah, that's too. but yeah, what do you think? I mean, do you have a favorite in Hermes and Dave pulling? I mean, you know Dave pretty well, yeah.
I mean, after seeing Dave, Dave's only downfall ever has been his gas tank, and it appears he has fixed that. So, you know, going USA all the way, but it's because I don't know. I don't think Hermes can crack Dave's hand. You know, Dave's hand. It's like I've always said about Todd. Their hands, if they could learn the top roll, nobody would beat them.
Are you talking about Todd Hutchins?
Yeah, because their containment is so good. I mean, if you just lean back with that containment, nobody's top rolling you, nobody's hooking you. So, but I don't. You know, Dave's more of a clamp and go sideways kind of guy. He's been leaning back the last couple of tournaments, you know, or matches rather. So, but when you're that big and that strong, who do you got to train with, you know? So,
yeah, that's tough.
Is it now?
No, but it is. I think that's
not for me. I'm just saying in general.
No, but
plenty of people for me to train with.
Yeah, yeah. Sarah's
here. My wife's here. I mean, I'm fine.
The kid with no arms down the block.
The kid down the street.
The good kids.
Leukemia.
Yeah, he gives you a good match if he's bulking. But no, it was good. Well, man, I was going to ask you something else. What do you think though? Like I said, other than the is that the like if you had to pick a match other than your own, like what amps you up on that card?
I'm interested to see Daniel and what's his face?
Oh, Prokopic, yeah.
Yeah, Daniel. His last name. I wasn't even gonna try at that.
The guy, Prokopic, the kid who pulled up Corey Miller a couple the last one.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the guy he's pulling.
Who's he pulling this time?
I don't know. I haven't seen the card.
Man, I have to look it up. Is he pulling an American though?
No, I think he's pulling the guy, the champ at 176, if I'm not mistaken.
Not Bosler,
I don't know.
He's not pulling.
Sarah's pulling it up.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know if he's it.
Hey, so what are your thoughts on Devin Larratt versus Prunick? Devin was given the call to step in for Michael Todd. Devin has a prior obligation he's trying to get out of, so we'll know tomorrow. I believe he said he'll announce tomorrow. What do you think about that match?
I think it's the only appropriate match for Prudnick at that weight. Him or Ongabayev. I think John would make a decent one, but if Devin's feeling that much better than John, why not Devin? Yeah, we need to start winning some of these. You know what I mean? Because if you look at it, bro, we're way behind. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
You know, that's one of the reasons.
Let us start picking the matchups, and then we'll see how it turns.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, also the travel is huge. I mean, I don't care what anyone says. flying,
No, it is.
flying 14 plus hours fucks you up. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
again, I'm not saying those guys aren't all killers and they could probably fly here and smash.
No, well, that's not true either. Because every time I beat them, it's been over here. I mean, I beat all those guys on that UAL card were from Eastern Europe, or most of them. I beat Pascal.
I was gonna say you went over Giannis. Yeah, Giannis at that time, right?
Yeah, a lot of other guy from Ukraine. I butcher all their names, so I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah,
But
you're right there with you, brother. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But Joseph LeVay was there. Joseph, when you the WAL thing first come out, they were flying them over here, the lightweight guys. See, one of the things is lightweight guys don't go over there. The lightweight guys that can compete don't go over there often because it costs too much. I mean, that's the reason I don't go. I got way too many other obligations.
3 damn kids.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Have you fed one of those?
No, we're working on one right now. Hopefully I get to know what that's like, but I can imagine it's a handful.
Yeah, well, it costs a lot. But no, most of the guys.
You have 3 girls as well, right? You have three girls, right, Justin?
No, the third time I didn't strike all the way out.
Okay. Okay.
So you did doggy style.
Yeah, 2 girls in the
I
boy.
read that doggy style makes the boy.
I heard it was anal.
Well, we had actually. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, butt sex. You either get a gay kid.
I think I'm pretty.
You either get a gay kid or fun.
Well, I heard that's where Down syndrome came from. Is from anal drippage into the vagina, and then they.
Oh man.
I read about that somewhere.
That's probably true. That Wikipedia.
Most likely.
It's probably true then. Yeah, that's probably really true. So there's a lot of things you get to learn on this show. You learn how to.
I see.
Yeah, you can learn a bunch of shit. Show. It's a real serious show. It's a serious show. Justin's like, man, he's like, I just lost like in 30 minutes of my life. I'll never get fucking back. He's gonna get the thumbs down. We got 1 thumbs down. It's from Justin. We got 1 dislike. It's from his wife and his kids. They're all out there making accounts. Thumbs down in our video. But Justin, are you gonna start making? I know for a while, or not a little bit, you and your brother were making some really awesome videos. If you haven't seen them, and if go and check out Justin and his brother's videos. What's the name of your channel on YouTube?
Outlaw Arm Wrestling.
That's what it is.
So that's why I couldn't find anything.
All right, because I subbed to it and I can't remember what it is, but but you guys made some awesome strap videos and stuff like that. If you haven't seen them, definitely check them out. I'm gonna
check them out. So.
Really good. Justin's. The way I still to this date, you changed how I set up my low hand top roll in the strap by moving it because everyone wants to strap deep, and you showed about putting the strap higher on your hand, and that's a game changer. Really,
watch that because I low hand top rolls.
Really, valuable information that Justin's put out there. I don't like it. I want to plug it because it's like some of your secret stuff. Really good stuff.
I've been meaning to. Put some on there. I just been putting a few training videos here and there. Some of them, after I put them on there, I'm like, who really wanted to watch that? But I put them out there anyway. Well, some of the training videos and stuff I really want to put out, like the video you're talking about, I just been kind of hesitant, because most of the time I don't really care because, 9 out of 10 people aren't going to get it. They're just not, But the one guy I'm arm wrestling right now, I believe, get exactly what I'm talking about. So, I'll put out a couple more of those after the 19th.
What's that channel called again? Outlaw Arm Wrestling?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
I used to have my name in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we had a question from Derek Smith. He wants to know how old was Justin when he started beating his dad? Papa Bishop is a beast too.
It was a couple years in the arm wrestling actually, and he's still. I hope my genetics are as good as his. I know we got the same kind. I hope it looks like it anyway.
Yes. When I saw your dad for the first time,
you
you ever seen Justin's dad? He looks like 2 years
No.
older than him. It's like,
Oh,
it's like
really?
his dad looks like his older brother. It's like I thought for a longest time his brother, like when they talked about I knew he had a brother. I thought that gentleman was his.
Huh.
I thought that was who they were showing, and that turned out to be his dad. And I was like, man, I was like, yeah, he's like he does. He looks. I don't know how old your dad is, but he looks really, really young.
Yeah, 51 last month.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he's young.
He's he's a young guy.
Oh, how old are you, Justin?
33.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you're younger than me. So yeah,
Yeah.
my dad's like 57. My dad's a young dad too. So 51's young.
My dad's dead.
Yeah.
Thanks for rubbing that in, guys.
Well, me and Justin have
No.
dad.
Okay, sorry. I feel bad. I don't know. I just want to make it.
We're not going to be ashamed of having a fucking family, bro.
Yeah. Okay. I am. I have a cat. There we go. So it's almost the same.
So many mixed emotions right now.
I know. We love you, man. We just want to. I know we know it's late there. We're just trying to make sure you're still awake. That's all.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
Justin,
you good, bro?
we appreciate you. Oh, they're only an hour ahead. Oh, cool. We do appreciate you taking time out and do this for us, brother. We know, like we said, you're not big on the social media stuff, so this does mean a lot, and I'm sure our fans love to hear from you. And we can't wait to see your match at East versus West 5. Where can people find you if they want to contact you for some training or a match or something like that?
On my Facebook page.
So Justin Bishop Facebook.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we're good.
All right. It just switched over to my truck for whatever reason. But I got an athlete page, Justin Bama Bull Bishop, and then a Facebook page. And either one of those, I might start up another Instagram. I don't know. I don't need another habit.
We like I said, my wife plugged the link to your channel is in our. You can click on that if you want to subscribe over to Justin's Outlaw Arm Wrestling. The link is there in the chat. And I was going to say also thank you, Justin, because a lot of people don't know this. Justin actually has been living in his car for one whole week just to make this show.
Yeah,
so that's
a big deal.
You know what?
Yeah,
It was very confusing process because I don't read well. So when she messaged me, I'm like, it said 7:30 and it said Pacific time or PT or PST or whatever.
Yeah.
And I instantly thought EST because everything here's, Eastern Standard.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, so 6:30. She's like, sure. So here at 6:30 my time, I'm over here, I'm looking, I'm like, well, I hadn't got an email. Let me go back and read it, and I go and read it.
These fuckers fucking had me sitting around for nothing.
And they said AM or PM. He's out there. It's their morning, BJ. He's been in the car for 12 hours.
What time is it right now?
Right?
What time is it right now?
10:30.
Oh yeah, 2 hours behind us.
All right, we go to bed.
Yeah, we are gonna wrap it up here, though, dude. We don't want to keep you all night. So guys, be sure to head over to Justin Bishop's YouTube page, which is Outlaw Arm Wrestling.
Yep.
If you need to contact him, find him on Facebook. Make sure you like his fan page. Anything else you want to say, brother, before we let you go here?
He's flexible.
Oh shit!
Thank you. We're intimidated.
Oh, okay.
And aroused. We're very aroused.
I just went from 6 to midnight.
Yeah. Hello. That was a penis joke. There it is.
Hey.
There it is. Justin, all the best, man. Can't wait to watch you compete again. Again, you like I said, I started watching WAL. I think whatever the first it was like one of your matches. I can't remember who it was against, but it was like the first WAL I watched. You were on there competing. I was like instantly like, dude, this guy's an awesome dude. And getting to meet you in person and becoming friends on social media and stuff like that, seeing that you're a man of faith and a family dude. Again, it just makes me a bigger fan of yours. And I'm rooting for you, man. I can't wait to do your thing against Mendogas. I know you got your work cut out for him. He's also a real champion too. So it's going to be an awesome match.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, man.
Just hope we can bring home the W.
For sure.
You're going to.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully the West. You guys got. I think the West is it's got some good matches. Again, you got Adam against Bodazar, Justin against Mendogas. Now we got Dave taking on Hermes. We got John taking on Oleg. So, who hopefully we can see Devin. Even though he's he's still North American, but that'd be amazing to see. He's on
our side of the pond.
Yeah, the East guys or the West guys for once come home and bring home. So at least the stacked on the win column side. So I can't wait to watch you perform, man.
Is Australia part of our team this time or what?
No. We don't claim those people.
I was gonna say, I think
we don't claim those oceanics.
Yeah, but Bowen's too strong, man. He's on his own. It's Levon and Bowen. They're in the same range, and then
Right.
everybody else. Yeah. Speaking of, I mean, is that a dude? You, I know, he's been wanting. You guys have been talking back and forth. I think you guys are cool and everything like that. But is that a match you'd like to have again?
I mean, if depending on what they want to pay me.
Right. Yeah.
I don't need to prove anything. I beat you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. If they don't know,
I would pull him. I think he's like 230 right now, though.
At least, yeah. This morning he's probably 250 now. He keeps gaining weight.
Yeah, that's the only thing, And I told him that. I was like, how do you keep getting better, but you just go to another weight class? These guys get stronger, right?
Yeah.
Like if you were where you're at 98 right now, you'd be another tier, up. I feel like.
Yeah, but I think that the point you're missing is that you need the weight to be that stronger level, because if he went down to 198, he would lose significant amount of strength.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't. If you
you're right. Arm wrestling strength is different than gym strength.
Yeah.
We've discussed this.
Yeah, for sure.
No, well, it's not just that. He's not in the greatest shape. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, he has weight to lose.
You probably still only got a 198 guy there.
It's like Chance Shaw. Like Chance Shaw can be a phenomenal 242er.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He probably made 175.
Right.
he's like lean. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Chance Shaw got lean and didn't hold the weight. He would just be so much better.
Yeah.
His endurance would be better. Yeah. He's so strong. So
yeah.
All right, Justin,
follow your program.
I've done diets.
Another
for
shameless plug.
Chance.
I seen you lost like 100 pounds, right?
117 pounds, brother.
Yeah. I did a little homework before I come on here.
Oh yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to be a big old fat power lifter, and then I squatted 1,008 pounds raw in 2018, and then in 2019 I was prepping for an event and I tore my quad off the bone. And then 4 months after that, I got hit on my Harley and broke my back, broke my pelvis, cracked my elbow. So I was like, I guess I'm not going to squat 1,000 pounds again.
Yeah, they're like, sir, with their state of your condition, you can't do any physical activity except arm wrestling.
That's doctor's orders.
Yeah, doctor's orders.
And then, naturally being friends with Eric Spoto, I got into arm wrestling through him. There's other people that influenced me, but that was,
this guy here.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
There's definitely other influencers, but all right, man, we're gonna wrap it up now. We do appreciate your time. Can't wait to see your match, brother.
All the best.
And, yeah, I'll definitely. I'm gonna reach out to you. I mean, whether you respond or not is irrelevant. I'm still gonna try.
Yeah. I'm an absolute fan. Thank you for joining us, Justin. Justin Bishop, ladies and gentlemen, the Bama Bull.
Take it easy, guys.
Justin. Yeah, so he, like I said, man, he's good. Can't wait to see what he does against Mondagas. Gonna be like, he's got to work.
Guys, make sure you hit the like button right now. Helps the algorithm. Comment if you can after we posted. That helps the algorithm as well. And if you want to support me and Justin, me and Jason, head over to Good Pullas or head over to Filthypowerindustries. And with that, you know the drill. Stay gay.